At Norm My Messy Hair. I wanted to do a story time video yesterday. Because yesterday was different than what I'm used to, and, well, like, with dance, something. Let me explain. Story time of dance yesterday, because it was different. And so, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the post notification. And I literally thought in the video, like, this morning, I went like, I can do a story time video, and it will work. So, yesterday dance was different. I love, like, something that I love and look forward to is hip hop class with Natalie. It's a lot of fun, and yesterday it was different. So, Natalie Mean is my hip hop teacher. She's incredibly talented and amazing. But it was different yesterday. So, yesterday, Erne logged on, like, class started, and she said we're gonna do the combo from last week, but we're gonna either add on at the end or I will do something at the end. So, we go over the routine from last week, no problems, and first up, she was not in her own house. She was in Simone Harrison's house. Unfortunately, I do not watch Simone Harrison anymore. For those who don't know, Simone Harrison was a squad member that left, and then I kind of just stopped watching her after a while. I felt like, here's the thing, and I don't mean this in a rude way. There's some people that, like, I can watch and, like, whether they're in a group, whether they're not, like, whatever's going on, I continuously watch and I enjoy watching. And then there's some that I fall out of. Like, what I mean by that is, like, some that, like, I slowly forget to, I slowly stop clicking on their video to watch, like, their videos, and then eventually I just unsubscribe because I'm like, I never watch this person anymore, like, and that was one of the cases. Because, and the reason she was in Simone's was she was watching her dog Callie. And so dance class was different. That wasn't why. So we go through, like, the combo. We, like, have a quick little, like, water break, like, no big deal. And then, obviously, I did not take a water break because, for me, here's the thing. It's a 45-minute class. Like, it's 45 minutes. And so for me, that's not enough time to make me, like, take a water break. Like, if it's at least an hour, then yes. But, like, 45 minutes, no. So we, like, didn't have to take a water break. We could use that time to, like, go over the routine or whatever. And so I was just kind of, like, out of frame for, like, just kind of, like, dancing, like, not a big thing. And then it gets interesting. So we get done, and she's like, great. And so we're gonna add on to the routine, but I'm gonna give you, like, 10 or 15 minutes, and it's to choreograph your own ending to the routine, and then we're gonna do our groups, and so I can see, like, what you added on and stuff. Like, so I got to, like, choreograph yesterday, and it was different because literally, like, I took that as a chance to, like, show off my best, and I was doing it, and I'm like, I feel like I did pretty decent, but also not at all, and what I mean by that is literally, like, she was like, I'm gonna play the song twice, so you know what you're choreographing to. Love that. Love that so much. And we had to choreograph, like, 16 counts, but she said that we could end on, like, the word, like, there's, like, if we choreograph 16 counts, there's, like, a word after that we can end on if we want, which is, like, one other count. And so, like, I literally, like, I was starting to choreograph. I went out of frame to make it a surprise. And, like, I showed off, like, the beginning a little bit in frame. And I went, like, oh, I can do, like, this double turn sequence. That will look really cool. I spent 3 minutes on just the first 2 moves. Because it was a double turn sequence and then kind of like a side, like half fan kick type thing. And that way, like, it just looked cool and simple. And then she went like, I'm gonna give you like 7 more minutes to choreograph or something. And I'm like, okay, I seriously need to finish this up because it's been 3 minutes and I got like the first 2 moves. And there's so much more that and when I was counting, when I was doing the counts to like see, that wasn't even like 4 counts, I don't think. I forget, it was like not a lot of counts off of just that, so I immediately like just kind of like choreographed something, and then when it came actually time, I feel like I'm like, first up, we didn't have a ton of time to choreograph. Second off, I didn't know what I fully wanted, like, and what I mean by that is I always need like improv or like a chance like that to like show off my best on what I can. And for some reason, my brain like blanked on me. What I mean by that is I literally forgot so many extra moves that I know how to do and I do really well. And it just slipped from my brain, and it's not confident because I'm very confident. Like I was extremely confident. So yesterday, I was kind of a hot mess with that, and so like then when I like kind of had something that was pretty decent, go to my Instagram to watch what I actually did because I posted a video of it and it was weird. Like, and what I mean by that is like there's so many moves that I can do that like there's some form of a ballet jump and I do it really, really well. Could have done that. Could have done a cartwheel cut split. Like, I could have done a basic cartwheel. I could have done a one-handed cartwheel. Like, I could have gone for, like, I feel like going for a triple turn would have been a little bit iffy, so I'm actually happy I did not try to go for that. And the double turn looked a lot cleaner than the triple turn would have, so, like, that I was fine with. I could have done, like, a fan kick. And I kind of did, like, a fan kick type thing, but it was, like, on the side, and it wasn't really much of a fan kick, but it looked pretty good. The list goes on what I could have done, and instead I pulled out literally the stuff that, like, I feel like are some of my go-to, like, a double turn. Great. I did kind of like a fan kick type thing. That was great. Like, I feel like those 2 things are, like, really safe for me, but they look good. And what I mean by that is they're both things that I do really, really well. I feel like double turn is a little bit more, like, because with my turns, I can't nail, like, I can't tell myself I'm going to do a triple turn and nail it. Or I'm going to do a double turn and nail it. Like, my turns, like, it really depends. So it's like, I just gotta hope I nail that. But the, like, half, like, fan kick type thing, that's really, really safe. It's like a safe move. And what I mean by that is it's something that I can do no problem and make it look clean. And then I did, like, my classic Arabesque jump. I don't know what it's actually called, but I call it an Arabesque jump because it's literally like a jump that you land in an Arabesque. And that is a super safe move on my end that looks really cool, and it's a harder move. Like, it's a, like, more advanced jump, and it looks really cool, but it's also really safe for me because I have done it so many times that I can nail it no problem. And then, like, I kind of pulled off, like, the crisscross off, like, jump thing. And this move I have always, like, kind of done. I feel like it's one that, like, even before I, like, started training to be a pop star and stuff, like, this move is, like, something that I have always done, like, at music class and stuff, which, like, doing that move again, I have not done that in a really long time. And so, like, it was almost like, I want to say the last time I did it was I was choreographing a, like, hip-hop routine that I was gonna, like, because I wasn't sure if Bella was gonna be in the music video. I would have told him sooner, or I wanted her to be in that video, and then, like, things just didn't work out where she could have, but I'm sure she'll be in another one of my music videos one day, which I'll get to in a minute. Like, that sort of thing. Then, and so, like, but the time before that, I don't really remember exactly, but I know it might, thinking back on it, I want to, oh wait, I do. The time before that was actually at music class, and unfortunately my crush was not there, and then that time he was, like, out sick, and it was actually the last music class I ever went to, and it was, like, I'm doing that move just, like, takes me back, and it was, like, I remember, like, doing this at music class so much, and so to put it in and do it again just felt weird, and it's a really easy move, because it's, like, a crisscross jump. So literally, it's like I'm jumping in place, but I'm, like, crisscrossing my feet. So it's like this almost. And then, like, I threw in some other jump, I forget what, I, like, and stuff, like, I just choreographed something. And it could have been way better. I feel like what I needed to do was, I definitely, like, I feel like I needed to, like, maybe take out one of the double turns and, like, throw something else in. I will say one thing that I was very happy with was I threw in, like, a body roll, and I don't know if it made it in, because I kind of just improv. Like, when it came time to it, I, like, tried to remember what I could of the choreography that I created, but it was really hard because I had only done the dance, like, twice, like, all the way through, and also some parts were a little iffy, so I kind of just improv'd it, because I spent way too much time trying to nail this double turn, even though I was nailing it pretty good. But also, I kind of have ideas for moves, and so I would go through it all the way, and do, like, the double turn, the half, like, fan kick, and then I would add on to it that way, so I could kind of get the idea of what, like, all the way through. So, like, at the last, like, I want to say I finished choreographing. Not joking, I want to say, like, a minute maybe before our time was up. And then by that point, I didn't fully, like, it was I literally told myself, I'm like, I spent so much time on just the beginning because I'm a perfectionist, even though I was doing pretty good, that if all failed and I forget it, the rest of it, I'm just gonna improv and no one's gonna know until now. So literally, like, I feel like I did the choreography, but there were a couple of times when I kind of improv did improv for certain parts. And it was fun because we got to improv, like, at the beginning, like, before the combo, so it was a lot of fun. fun, but like I threw in this like body roll type thing, and I feel like that was really cool because we did some and we did like a body roll type thing in the combo, and so I really liked that because it was like a super quick, simple move that looked good, and so I like kind of did something like that, and I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed that I got to be put in group one. The only thing is that I kind of wish Natalie would switch it up a little bit because every single week I get put up against the same exact dancer. And it's like switching it up, like keep me on my toes a little more. Like, Natalie's amazing. And but I will say every single, like, what I mean by groups and by like me being put up against someone is she does groups. So like she'll pick certain dancers to go in a certain group and everyone else watches. And then like when like our group is done, we move to the next group and so like each group gets to go a couple of times. Usually there's two groups. And usually, like, it depends on how many dancers we have on there. But and I wouldn't say every single week, but like the past, I would say like 2 or 3 weeks. And I actually know since in Dream Tour. Yeah, since every hip hop class I've done since Dream Tour. Or I have been put up against this one dancer and she's pretty talented. She's pretty talented, but it's like switch it up a little bit sometimes. So yeah, like anyways, yeah, that was like a little story time of yesterday because I feel like I'm better at remembering other people's choreography, and I gotten better at like remembering my own, but like still like what I mean by that is I can literally create a dance and like just for the fun of it and not remember it like 10 minutes later. Or I can take a dance class and remember or the dance teacher choreography like the next day. It's weird. I want to give you a little story time. Also, the thing with music and also the thing with like my like kind of like I might switch my room up situation, that is just something that over time that will happen. But right now I'm just like focusing, you know. And the thing with music is that I want to post music and I just haven't figured, like, when I get more of an idea of a song, and I, like, get a song together, then I will post more music. But until then, it's just, like, I want to make it, like, actually good and not, like, something that I, like, last minute like, threw together or something. Even though last minute threw together can also be good sometimes. So, and what I mean by that is actually only out of like, I've done music before. And I feel like some of my better songs are like the ones that you guys like more. I feel like all of my songs, I like, actually no, I wouldn't say all of my songs I really like, but there's a couple of them that I feel like I'm not 100% sure on, and I feel like that because they were so last minute thrown together, like improv based, to where now I'm like, I feel like it was more like funny, like comedy instead of like actual like music. But unfortunately, only like the one that I can like think of Like, you guys seem to like it, so I never, like, deleted it or anything, because you guys liked it. So, yeah. But I feel like some of my more, like, improv music, you guys seem to like it a little bit more. And that's great. But, yeah, I'm gonna say peace out for now. But hopefully you enjoyed a little story time and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed a little story time from, like, yesterday's dance. And no offense to Simone Harrison about me, like, drifting away. I just drifted away one day from, like, watching her sing her. So, yeah. Peace out. Bye.